other young people who are wondering how they could get involved or why they should get involved, what would your advice be to them?
I would say, like we already talked about, just get off social media for politics. I know we're going to stay on it for everything else, but I've found that I am the least motivated, the least excited to be politically involved when I'm using social media as a news source. So by really focusing on other news outlets and just talking to real Mainers, talking to adults that are dealing with the world that feels so intimidating and so scary to us right now, I've really found the natural ways to get involved. And the more involved you are, the more opportunities show up. There are so many little programs and organizations that I've really grown my involvement in over the past year just by kind of paying attention and putting some effort in to become a part of something, even if I don't really feel like I have the time to.
Yeah.
So all the little emails that come in that you think, oh, I don't have the time to look into that, and you probably do, and it's probably going to end up being really meaningful. And there are so many things that I almost passed up on that now are huge impacts on my life that I'm so grateful to be a part of, and I wouldn't change for the world.
Yeah. You know, I think sometimes people go, like, how can I get involved? It's so overwhelming, and so where do I even start with getting involved?
Yeah.
It can be really intimidating, and over this month, there's an opportunity for folks to weigh in on the girls' sports issue.
Yes, there is.
Right? So Secretary of State Shanna Bellows came out with the question. She has the authority to write what that ballot question should look like. And that ballot question is really poorly worded, and in my opinion, it is unclear. It highlights aspects that are really not the main thrust of the question, and it really doesn't highlight that this will protect Maine girls, ensure a fair, safe, and level playing field, and dedicated private spaces. And so Maine people have the opportunity to weigh in on that, to provide comment to the Secretary of State. And what do you think about that? I mean, that's such a simple way that people can make their voices heard. It's kind of like, you know, we want to start this snowball. One just like really small little action you can take is to comment on this question.
Yeah, that would be exactly what I said. Is what I'd say is any of the young people that I do know that do agree with how I feel, how you feel about this issue, that don't really feel like they know a way to make their voices heard, this would be a great place to start. And I think they'd be surprised how quickly that will snowball and make a difference. And I think it's a lot easier than we think it is. I think we were talking right before this about how I want to leave a comment and I haven't gotten around to it yet. And
that's okay. You have until May 7th.
I have until May 7th. And we were talking about how I don't even have to write one. I can just like click on the link, and there are recommended comments.
Yeah,
right
we'll
there,
make sure that we have the link in the comments on the podcast, but Perfect. It is leadmaine.com/protectgirlssports.